Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Yes, Your Grace. Last time, we, let's just continue. Anyway, I'm liking Yes, Your Grace so far. I still have some issues with how they handled, like, the beginning part of the game. And some of the dialogue options are kind of weird, but I know why they do it the way that they do, I suppose. We'll see how the story ends, though. Torlando! Hello. Yes, I can give up my general for 2 weeks to you. Yep, you will not be disappointed. I hope not. Hello, strange merchant. Normally I wouldn't bother you, but I have no other choice. I'm a merchant delivering goods from one place to the other. I sell trinkets of sorts. What do you sell? What wares do you have? Paintings, vintage scrolls, historical artifacts. I even once held the wooden leg of Lode the Spindleshanks. Yeah. It went for a crazy 200 pieces of gold. But none of that matters now, as I was robbed on my way back to my hometown of Pravensk. If I'm not mistaken, now you need funds to carry on with your journey. Correct. I would need 23 gold. I'm a businessman, so I know how to invest this money. I'll make a profit in no time. I will pay you as soon as I can, with interest, of course. Fine. 23 gold. Easy. Dragon Slayer! Your Grace! There's no traces of Lichas in the forest. So I thought, as clever as I am, I know where to look for their lairs, in old tree trunks. Here, take this bloody horn as proof of my courageous deed. That's just a deer skull. Ha! You could have defeated the beast as there was no monster in the forest. You fell for our ruse. All your tales are lies, just like this one. What? Me? A liar? No way. I brought the proof, didn't I, Your Grace? Could as well be deer? This horn doesn't exactly strike me as coming from a monster. What else, Your Grace? Lichas are just like any other animal. It has horns. It bleeds. Surely you weren't expecting the horn to glow. The dragon tail isn't exactly original, is it? Sir Frederick says you retell the story, just changing a few details each time. Very well. The cat's out of the bag. At least I don't have to put on the show anymore. It can be very tiring at times, if I'm perfectly honest. People want to see this amazing knight, this dragon slayer. So I show them what they want to see. Lichas, and the proof? A stag. At least my stories didn't hurt anyone, and I don't have a drinking problem. If you have something to say it to my face. I hear what the wind is spreading. Problems with rum. Wife walking around with a black eye. You don't believe him, do you, Your Grace? He's a liar. He's making it all up. He used to be recognized around the courtyards, but the memory is fading. That's it. Draw your sword. Let's see if you're more than just a trickster. Ah! The message is what's important. The story warms people's hearts. It gives them hope for a better tomorrow. Sorry, I was just reflecting on my decision not to do anything there. I probably would have stopped the bloodshed to begin with. So me hesitating and freezing up there probably resulted in the same conclusion. I don't know. People always think that they see basilisks, lichens, sturgas, while it's usually a fox, stray dog, or a cat. If I bring them a boar skin or a deer horn, tell them it was the monster, they sleep better at night. If they can get back to work feeling safe, and if I make an extra gold on the side, so what? Aren't we all frauds? Kings, for example. People always come to see the king, because he knows everything. They expect you to give wise advice. They will put the greatest trust in your words. But answer yourself. Do you always know what to do? Not even scholars know the way. There's only so much we can learn from manuscripts. The rest is just guessing. Your Grace, we surely can't allow him to spread more lies. I won't allow this. If you leave Noeski join your banners, then I won't stand by your side. Oh, I won't join if he joins. With his necks and tempers, I won't stand next to him during battle. In all the turmoil, he could stab me and no one would even know. Joven, a good guy. He trains with me. I make sure to send my recommendations. Don't forget that. In a way, I agree with the Dragon Slayer, but I'm going to work with Frederick because I want the other gentleman as well. Like, there's a place for Dragon Slayers. There's a place for storytellers like him. It is not on the battlefield. I wish you the very best in your battle. Oh, well, someone cleaned up this mess. Grego! Do you know anything about this file? It's a used glass file. I'm not sure what more I can tell you, Your Grace. I found this animal tooth. Do you have beasts in your dungeons, Eric? You had better find a hunter to deal with this. Ah! I've heard what you need these paintings for. You lied to me. You're not a collector. Those works people buy are not true art. They're nothing but fraud. These paintings do not reflect the true nature of the subject. They've been painted without a reference. Artists call them impressionists. In reality, they just can't paint. My artwork shows each subject in their purest state. These artists only exaggerate features to make them look better. It devalues my work, so I just dispose of the paintings. I pay for the paintings, so I can do whatever I wish with them. I choose to burn them. So what? It harms no one. Fair enough. Here you go. I have a painting for you. You know, it's too bad. I'm against it, but I mean, my life is at stake. I'm not going to cry over a painting. See what else I can find. That's all. Was it worth it? Probably not, but let's see what Sidani has to say. There's another pet of yours. What is it this time? Oh, please let it be a mouse. Is it a tiny mouse? Too easy to set a trap for her. She would be caught straight away. But this is just some silly toy. Recruiting agents is far more difficult than you would imagine. Why the agents? What are you planning to use them for? It's to save Lorsulia and Dusty from the evil prince. When my agents are ready, we will take Lorsulia back home. My agents will be best friends with Dusty. Maybe I will let you use them one day too, if you're good. Ivo's not evil. Besides, he's no prince. He's a king now. Atana is really far away too. Well, that seems like good points, but you do your job. I do mine. Let's see the toy. It's quite unusual, isn't it? Doesn't it look like it came from our country? Where'd you get it? Maya gave it to me. She says it brings luck. I see. Go on for now. See if you can find more agents. Yes, Father, Your Grace. I need to see that friend of Salia's. Ooh. Some insight onto Maya. Interesting. Merchant's Lost Wares. I'm not sold on this, but we'll see what happens, I suppose. We expose Noeski. The primary reason why I didn't side with Noeski is that we're essentially getting 2 for the price of 1, right? We're getting Sir Frederick and Joven. We're getting 200 men and a lot more gold in exchange for just Noeski. Okay, so we can't invite Joven, but we can invite Lurs. So we'll see what he has to say. Let's go speak with Maya. Thank you for letting me visit, Your Grace. I think that's what she always says. What? What are you? Oh. Nothing in the stone looks like it was moved. I could get something sharp and thin. Interesting. It's a Bonnie's toy. Got this toy from Maya. I've seen this toy before. You're not from Baravia, are you? My family, we travel a lot. Heard the racket all the way for here. Is everything all right? Look at this toy. I recognize this. Of course you do. We saw one just like it when we were robbed 13 years ago. Where did you get this toy? My parents travel a lot. We were traveling merchants. They must have bought it somewhere. Your accent. This toy. Staying in Davern for a while. You're from Redovia. Tell me you didn't know about this, Acelia. Of course. Don't do anything to her. It's all my fault. I asked her to visit us. We're preparing for battle. We're planning to repel an attack. But Rodovians are already in my castle. And then you pass out again. You really need to stop doing that, dude. That's twice now. I had to chat with him already. Asalia won't be seeing her friend anymore. I decided not to kill her, but I banished her from the castle. She's just a girl. Perhaps what kind of message does it send? Our daughter playing with the enemy in our castle. You didn't consider letting her stay, did you? Maya's just a girl. Perhaps she's not even aware of the war. What if she's a spy? How else would they know Rosalia married Ivo? It doesn't matter anymore, does it? She's gone. You collapsing the two of us not being able to conceive an heir. Break your promise and you shall be punished. Your kingdom will be fertile, but you won't see a successor amongst your offspring. Isn't that how it went? When I promised my firstborn daughter to Davern, I didn't do it because I was afraid of the witch. I did it to protect us. At the time, I thought Davern was a fool for agreeing to this. Surely a bandit wouldn't be able to travel such a distance, enter the throne room, and dare to ask a king for his daughter. And yet here we are. I'm telling you, it's the witch. How else could he become a king? How else could they threaten war? How else could you not have a son? Well, I've played Crusader Kings before, and I have had many people not have sons. You may be right. I'll be looking into the curse, darling. I will see if we can do it right away. At least I can help take some burden off your shoulders. Thank you. I feel better. It's time to get up. Guess I better see Asalia. About Maya. I didn't want to hurt you. I know. I'm just not young anymore. Doctors say tense situations have this kind of effect. I didn't want to upset you. But why the war? Isn't life difficult enough as it is? Why make things harder for one another? I know that Maya is from Redovia. When she told me, my heart froze up. I knew it meant trouble, but I got to know her. They're not bad. They're just like us. They're not barbarians. As my mother likes to call them, they attacked our villages. Of course there are bandits, thieves. Doesn't mean they're all like this. You're a king, father. Tell me, did you never have to punish a thief or a bandit who was from Davern? Well, just because one person did bad things doesn't mean we're all bad. I just don't understand why we have to fight. They threaten us. They want to take over our castle. What if you just got it all wrong? We can't risk it. It's all very complicated. That's a great shame. But who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I want that crack. Is there anything that I can find to, like, do something with that? Weird. There's got to be something there, right? I wonder if it's something that we'll deal with later. I don't know. I think that we are at the end of the week, though. And we will pay the witch this week, I believe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 25 versus 14. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. At least I'm not broke. I'm still making no progress on actually investigating. It's kind of a problem. What do you have to say, Audrey? We held a royal trial when Ivo arrives, right before the battle. That way he can attend the trial himself. I hope we're going to be ready by then. We still have some time to prepare, so make sure we do our best to find the perpetrator. Remember that our agents can be of use to investigate the items that we've found. Can they be? What do? I'm selling packs of supplies, Your Grace. Let me help you with your struggle. I offer the best prices in all of Davern. 28 gold for 22 supplies. Buy Oracle Dust. No. Supplies is the last thing that I need. Your Grace, I bring news. There seems to be some weird anomaly in the woods up in the north. Magic, perhaps. Colorful lights. It sounds so frightening. Carry on. I visit Oborka, the village next to the woods, the morning after one of these disturbances. They said that Lord Joven's children went missing that night. I tell you, magic is involved. A witch should take a look at it. Of course. No, I don't have any agents again, so I'm not going to be able to figure out how I can use them to investigate clues. Many people have hopes for a brighter future. Gods have already showed us signs of their mercy. The weather has been especially good for our crops. We prepared a party for everyone. In the night, we're going to make a sacrifice to the gods to thank them for their mercy. To show us your support, we simply ask you for a few supplies or a witch that could help us send the sacrifice off. I'll give you supplies. For happiness. Hooray! Merchant. Oh, Jonas! I have a unique collectible item for you, a set of cards. But before you send me away, let me show you. You see, every card is depicted with the illustration of beautiful exotic women. I understand that the queen may not approve of them, but she doesn't have to know. Jonas, is it? Why do you ask? I think you'll stay here with me. This is a misunderstanding. My name is Jontas, or Joten, not, Joten. Yes, not Jonas. Should probably invite Lady Masha to tell her that we found her lost friend. I agree. Lurs! I have this file. This file looks like the ones you can buy in a ton. More often than not, they're simply used as ornaments, but I've seen these things with oracle dust inside them. It's ironic how many of these files you can find there since King Talus doesn't support the dust trade. Before he passed, may the gods have him in their favor. He turned down Etna's alliance when he found out what he was up to. This is interesting, so are you saying Etna and Talus were not on the best terms? Indeed, Etna had it coming, though. People could lie. And we know that he's not a friend. Interesting. Still need to talk to Joven, by the way, but the dude's never home. Let's invite Masha. And we'll continue on. My guard should come later. Or, yeah, my general should come tomorrow, I think. I've done nothing wrong. You've stolen gold from Lady Masha. This is unacceptable. She'll decide what to do with you. Better not see you selling in Davern again. I really didn't mean anything bad. Please forgive me. Is that it? Okay. File was found near Branca, the village managed by Lord Etna. Warlords confirmed that Talus and Etna didn't get along very well. Interesting. All right. Well then, at least we made a progress. How many weeks do we have left? 7 weeks. But we've made a progress, a singular progress. So that's something. Something we'll have to deal with next time. But until then, happy gaming.